makes balls. Miss Kitty made balls.
Miss Kitty made balls.
And I'm looking at Miss Kitty going, is that a growth? Is this normal for a female cat to have a growth right there? And I mean, they're balls. There's no mistaking, they're balls. I mean, there's two little, there's no mistaking it. But when kittens are babies, they're hard to sex. Like, it's, I've never sexed a kitty before. I'm just saying that I'm talking about like how to find out what they are. So I get on my phone, and because it's like, oh shit, this is the my wife's favorite animal, because it's the only other female in the house. And so I'm like, I better be sure about this. And so I get on my phone and I'm like, all right, how to tell, which this is a fucking rabbit hole, so be careful if you decide to research this. How to tell the sex of a kitty. Yeah, be careful with that. And you can go down. So like an hour and a half later, I got off the porn sites and I got about cats, right? Like and
What are you doing on kitty porn?
I washed my hands, like what, And so yeah, they are really hard to tell what they are. Like it's when they're kittens. And I'm like, so all right, how do I break this to everybody? So I tell my youngest 5-year-old son, I've got a 15 and a 5-year-old, because I'm indecisive. But so I tell my 5-year-old, I'm like, hey, go in the living room and see if the kitty has peanuts. He knows what peanuts are, because that's what we call them. And you call them balls? You call a little kid balls?
Yeah.
They're not balls, they're more peanut shaped.
Yes.
That's a little personal.
Yeah.
Are yours peanuts? I don't know. They're not marbles. I don't know. I need to go to the optometrist. Or is that the one that checks that?
No. Unless you put them in a certain visual.
Mine does.
Yeah.
I need another doctor. He's looking really hard. He had all of the things clipped down when he was looking. Like it was I'm like, how hard do you have to look? It's there. Like, yeah. So, yeah, I don't even remember what was that. That was a total tangent. So I tell Reese, and I'm like, hey, go check and see if Kitty has peanuts. And I know Ginger's in there in the living room, and he goes in there and just grabs the cat. He's like holding the back legs up, and he goes, Dad! Yeah! It's got peanuts! And that's how I let the family know that the kitty was a boy. And Ginger goes, what? I'm like, hey, cat's a boy, just FYI. She literally goes, God damn you fucking asshole, man! And just cruises into the garage and slams the door. Yeah, she can't win at that house.
Cat name's Ford now, right?
So yeah, that's why I was like, we should rename the cat Ford now.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense. But yeah, so we're getting another cat now, and it's gonna be a female. That's been told to me. This is not a family decision.
Are you breeding them?
Well, I mean, I'm not.
No.
It's not that small, goddammit. Like, fucking kill that thing.
I thought you were getting a kitty clutch going on.
Kitty clutch. Like,
No, like the male and
It sounds that way.
oh yeah.
babies.
When they get together, they sound.
That's like my first car, actually, the CRX. It was. No, I'm not breeding them. I'm not breeding them.
All right.
You ever breed a Shih Tzu and a Lhasa? Never mind. Dumb. So yeah. Oh no. Oh god. So yeah, animals. So what was it? Oh, about a year ago, we got a couple of parakeets. One talks, one doesn't talk. I don't know why the other one talk. The yellow one doesn't
One's
talk.
female, one's a male?
I haven't sexed them.
Female
So
talk.
Do they have peanuts?
I haven't seen nuts develop. I haven't pulled up their. They're not super friendly actually. Like I put my hand in there and then I mean, like, no, I'm just like I don't know what I think they're women's.
Women?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, they're alive.
They talk a lot.
They're alive, and one of them is Fred, and one of them is Wilma. The lady told me when I got them. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't paying very much attention, and I don't remember which one she said was which. So, yeah, Fred and Wilma are the two birds I have. One of them talks. When I got them,
Female.
well, the female talks. Well, one of them bitches. So like,
That's the female now.
yeah, one of them's definitely female,
One of them was.
and the other one does just kind of sit in the corner going, "God damn it, how did I get trapped in this situation?"
That is so
So I probably do have a male and a female. I know they don't cackle, so I probably don't have two females. So, but yeah, I get so the one that does talk. What's he say or she? I don't even know which one it is, but I know which one talks, but I don't know if it's male or female. And he goes, "Pretty bird." And I'm like, "Cool." Like, and then it's, "Hey, what you doing?" And I'm like, "That's cool." Like cool. And so so that's all I say to them back and forth because I'm like, they're stupid. They only know two things to say. So I just keep saying that same thing back to them. I don't know how dumb that is. I'd probably teach them something else and everything. It's like, they probably think I'm the fucking parrot. You know, they're like, oh, if I say this, they'll say it back. They're like, "Hey, what you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, what you doing?" He's like, got him again. What a fucking stupid human. Like, you know, like, God. But that's what happens, right? So about 3 months ago, the one that talks, whatever, let's call him Fred. And so the one that talks starts going, "Oh yeah." And I'm like, "I didn't say that shit to you." Like, and literally just starts going, "Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah." And I'm like, "What you doing?" And he's like, "Oh yeah." And I'm like, "Shit, stop." Like, what is it? What is this? And so I just thought, I'm like, I don't know, somebody's playing the Kool-Aid commercial to him or something, you know, like, I don't know, like, "Oh yeah." And so I'm like, that's weird. Like, he's never said that before. But they talked about like how they advance sometimes, and when they get more comfortable, they start saying some of the stuff that they used to say, right? So he's like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah." And I'm like, this is kind of weird. Like, so I'm telling my little brother like a month ago this story, and I'm like, remember those birds? Like, you know, and I'm like, the talking one, he just started saying, "Oh yeah," and he just starts busting out laughing, just full on, like I thought he was gonna die. I didn't hear anything from him except for laughter for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, what in the hell's so funny? He's like, he's like, "I taught him that, man." He's like, "I was watching this porn one time, and he's like, this is gonna be hilarious if like he just starts going, 'Oh yeah, oh yeah.'" And he's like, "I spent like a whole week just telling him, 'Oh yeah.'" And I'm like, you ruined my bird. Like now, so I got company that comes over and they're like, "What you doing? What you doing?" "Oh yeah." And I'm like, "No, this isn't my bird. Like I didn't teach it that." And I'm like, I don't even know how that. Anyway, he thought it was hilarious. I do kind of think it's kind of funny, but like but yeah, I have a perverted bird that the other bird doesn't seem to respond to that at all, actually. So yeah. Oh yeah, no, oh yeah, remember the elevator story where I sweat too much? This actually happened before. So I went to go pick up my son at school. And for no reason at all. Like I'm just waiting. This is before COVID and everything, and I'm just waiting there. I'm just waiting, and then just all of a sudden I'm just like sweating. And I'm like, what you know, what's wrong with me? Like, oh my god, like I'm so fat. I was fat at the time. I know I'm not now, but it and so you just start thinking to yourself, you know, it's like, oh my god. And so literally, I just started sweating, and the teacher comes up to me. She's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I think so." Well, this. No, I ran up the first 29 floors, and I just got on there. I'm like, God damn it, that was a whole different. Like, no, we're on the ground. Like, yeah, I sweat a lot. I got. Oh, you're pretty. Have you seen my son? Hey, that's a cool little buddy, and just ramble on, and so I'm not allowed to pick up my son at school anymore, and that did not go well. And so there's something about a 300-foot rule. Apparently, don't sweat when you're picking kids up. Yeah. That's yeah. So the last thing I was going to bring in, Claire, I like to make jokes about like basically anything.
Okay.
And so if you give me a subject, I will make a joke about it.
Really?
Yeah, you give me a subject, and I will make a joke about it.
Don't give them the Nebraska.
No. You give me a joke.
I don't. Give me just a word.
You give me I'm sorry, joke. You give me a subject, and I will make a joke about it.
A subject. That was quiet. I have to think.
Yeah, don't think too hard. Spit it out.
United States.
Okay, good. Masturbation. Okay, so
No. Wait, just a minute. I want to add something to that.
Besides
You know the big mass debate?
turbation, yes.
The big debate.
The big
about
masturbate, yes.
masks.
The big masturbate.
Say masturbate
Masturbate.
3 times fast.
Masturbate 3 times fast.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I do it.
Masturbate.
Why waste time?
Oh, okay, all right.
What, you got normal speed?
Okay, so now we're.
No, you gotta get shit done.
United States.
You gotta knock it out. Like, I'm not going normal speed. I got shit to do. Let's knock it out.
United States.
All of them?
Yeah.
No.
Nancy comes in during this whole.
Okay, well,
Oh, so-
okay, Nebraska.
No, I was kidding. That was the joke, the masturbate joke.
What?
I was setting you up. I was setting you up.
You were setting me up for
That's the
that?
end of the story. The audience looks pissed.
Did I tell you the masturbate?
We just masturbated together.
No, just the other day.
My hand is tired.
Like, no,
This
like
one, I mean,
Sunday.
it's holding something in its hand.
Like Sunday, did I tell you that?
We masturbated on Sunday?
Oh my God.
I don't remember that. How much did I drink?
A lot.
This is gonna keep going.
No, I'm not.
All right, so that's all I have. I don't know how long that took. That's all I
Good job. Great job.
I'm really surprised I did not have to go to the bathroom in the middle of that. I think my everything was just so clenched. So I'm like,
Maybe somebody
nothing's coming out of there.
Somebody went for you.
So maybe
Now go drink.
I did see a few people get up. Thank you for peeing for me.
I was gonna walk on stage and kiss
And you're somewhere.
Yeah, it was only like.
I'm like, if I can get through like